And we should be online. Welcome everybody. Let's give everybody some time to get into this stream. Let's give me some time to share the link. First of all, let's give me some time to find my link. But I guess I got it here. Share it on the Discord. And then let's start working, right? Go back to my streamer settings, and well, last time we kind of got far, or not that far, but I think we got movement working. I'll start up the MiniMicro console soon, have a look at what we have, and let's see how far we can get today. Hopefully we can get done, or at least get done with all the code, and then tomorrow we can shrink it down so that it actually fits in one page. So let's start MiniMicro, and also switch to the scene for everybody. Here we are. Do I have the right one? Yes, I do have everything. I can load game. I can run it, and everything is here. So we see my red circle. We see the box. I can move, but nothing happens if I run into the box. So that's a bit of a problem. But we are confined to the map, which is good. So basically, Sokoban, we have floors, we have walls, we have boxes, and we have goals. So I think the next thing for me to implement and to think about would be walls. And how do we do that? Probably in the movement code. We already have the kind of cell thing here. I can say like cell type 2 to be a box, then 0 for being free, and 1 for being a goal. And that would mean that I could check if it is smaller than 2 and decide if something can go on there or not. So that means whenever I move, right now I just move to a field on the here. I just move to that place, but I should check if that is actually a free space. So what I could do is say if and I have my world somewhere, right? Yeah, it's called world. The world. Ooh, I can actually, before I just assign this, I can have this as a temporary variable. So later say player dot row equals new row, player column equals new col. Maybe those are not very good names, but should be okay for now. And new row is this, new col is this, and now I check if don't need that world at new row new col, and if this dot type bigger or equal to 2. And then I just return out of here, which I now run this. I have a queue for nothing, load the game, run it. It could do absolutely nothing, right? Uh-huh. Interesting. So what do we have here now? List index out of range, -10 to 9. Something is wrong with this. Did I mess up column and row? Probably, right? Yeah. That's because it's column and row. So that's not too much of a problem. Load the game. And I run it. And everything is fine again. Great, and the check if we are not out of bounds still works, so everything is perfect with that. So that means we need some walls, right? And that means we need to set up the world. So we have that. It's inside there. Now, how would I just... I could for now just set some... just set them manually, right? Some walls in there. Just say for E in range, let's say 5 to 11 and 4, and then I'll set world at, so now do I do it column or row? For now it's just say do it column, say so at 5, and I type there equals 2. And now where do we render the world? Here. So how would I for now put some wall tiles there as well, so that I can see that it actually worked? Because without being visual, this is gonna be I will write the render world function for now. So render equals function, and we take a world, and function would be world, and world would be a very scary thing to do. But why not? Let's enter world. Okay. In this, what we do is we do this. For now. And where did I get you from? From down here. So for now, I will just say render world. And this should do exactly the same as we had before. So hopefully this still works. No, there's something wrong. 36 and then 59. Oh, is this actually too big? That can be clear, load, run. Yeah, that worked. Oh, and you see that? That means the wall works. We just can't see it right now, but it works. And the render of the world also works. So now I think I'll just make another sprite. So let's open Steam. Let you all see that I play a lot of Final Fantasy and start a sprite, which I use in Steam because it is easier to keep it up to date that way. What was my grid size? Did I put it at 32 or? God, oh god, oh god. What am I doing? Where's my code? Here's my code. Grid size is 32. So for this, I will do an actual 32 by 32 thing. And I think I'll just make a white thingy there, and let's just put some gray in there as well, so that we can see that it is not just drawn but actually a sprite. This is probably not even equal everywhere, but for now this should be a-okay. And this will be my wall. Now just one dot. Just needs one dot. Okay. And we'll export. And I don't need to save that. Can just import it later again. And I now have wall PNG as well. So can define it up there. And what I can do is say wall equals new game sprite. Like the box. I think for now I can just use it exactly like the box. File, load image, and I load my wall. And then wall.init should work exactly like box init. And the sprite position, which I wrote earlier to okay. So now how do we do a for each in a two-dimensional array to get every cell? I think I need the go through indexes, so E in range from 0 till world len -1 and 4. Yeah, I have it up there as well. Need the exact same loop as we have there. But I called it call and row there, which is fine. And set. I'm not setting a new cell. I am checking if world call row dot type is equal to 2, then and if and what else do we do? We create a wall sprite. And what we then say equals temp wall equals new wall temp wall dot call equals call wall dot row equals row temp wall dot init. Is that all? Does that work? You can guess now if that works. I'm 50-50 on it. It actually works great. So, woohoo! Walls work. Walls work. That's it. That's all I need for walls. Will get more complicated once we get to box pushing, which I guess is the next thing. Yeah. Next thing is box pushing. So the world is rendered. We have all the boxes. A bit annoying like that, but how would we do that? We would do it in movement, that's right. So where is my movement code? Where are we? God damn it, there. There is the movement code. If this happens, then nothing. Then we return. Next check I need to do is if world. So if it's the exact same thing, but this time I don't check for the type, I check for content box dot box not equals null. Then okay, so now what happens if there is a box on there? Basically, should happen. Give me the game here. So if I run in there and there is a box, it should check if that one is free. So, and if that one is free or contains a box. So now we have the input direction again. So what we can do, say, can do the same thing again. I have no idea how to call it. Over row? Yeah. If over row and that I clamp. Do I clamp that? No. Yes. No. Okay. First of all, this one is then going from new row. And this is the over row. And I have an overcall as well. If anybody has an idea for a better name, please write me. I had a name for this for now. You do the same thing, but with new call. Okay. And we don't clamp this time. This time we just say that. But we need to check. We need to check if it is still inside the inside our world. So now, long if statements. I love myself a long if statement. Complicated if statement. So if over row is smaller than if over columns is smaller than world.len and over row is smaller than world.len and now if that goes through there, I know that is inbounds. That means I only need to check if world so if it is inbound and is world at overcall over row dot type is smaller than 2 and world overcall over row box equals null. Yeah. Then, in this case, we move the box. So, then, we say world new call new row. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that's helpful feedback. Let me see how. Two. Actually, I had never had to do that. I think it does not work with just scrolling. So Can we get it in view somehow? What am I doing? I've got the internet, right? Just ask Google, Visual Studio Code, increase font size. Now, VS Code, Control Shift P, type settings. Ah, settings. No. Text editor, user. That doesn't work. Thank you, Google, for nothing. Where are my settings or preferences or anything? Settings, text editor. Number of lines, font size. Let's increase it to 20. That's plenty big, I think. We'll need to get used to that, but it's better for you guys. Thank you, Joe. Where were I? I was with my terrible thing here. So that box. That box there gets a new position. Yeah. Equals overcall. And it gets over row as well. Great. Now you can look the terrible scary code in all its glory. Okay, so it's a new place, and if it is a new place, I think just with auto sprite position, that should then update my position, right? The good thing about this being a one-page gem, all the horrible variable names I have now will get much more horrible once I'm done compressing the code. So oh god, no, this doesn't work because it's terrible. Temp box is this. And then I need to say temp box because of course it changed and it wouldn't be the same thing anymore. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is the worst. But now I can just say temp box auto sprite position. And maybe this is a code. Load the game or run it, and there is a terrible input array error 81. Input array is unknown in this context. Why? Why would input array be unknown in this context? I can tell you this won't work, but clear, reset, load game, run. Okay, undefined identifier math utils unknown in this context. Didn't I have that before? Like, that's a not new code, right? What did I do? Math, import, util. Math, util. Did I lose an import? No. Close. Did I discover a great bug? Good game. Run. No, but chat is helping. 85. Why would this crash the function before? Okay, I confused the compiler. That's always great to know. Yeah, sure, I'm stupid. That happens when you don't type your code, but you just copy stuff around. Okay, thank you, compiler, for nothing. So, load the game, run it, and that kind of worked. I am... Okay, why doesn't this work at all? Or does it? Let's print the debug statement here. Print outputs. Let's see if I even get there. Load game, I'll run it. No, it doesn't find the box. Why don't you find the box? Okay, you don't find the box. Why don't you find the box? Probably I just don't set the box, right? Temp box init this. Not set the box on the world. That's just it. There's no box on the world. Yeah. Oh, no, there is. Aha! Aha! It was a ghost box. I created a ghost box. I need to do something to protect me against it. So actually, there is something here, but it doesn't find auto sprite position. Or the box. Does the box not have auto sprite position? It should have auto sprite position. 91 temp box dot box. That's no, that's not how you do that. That's more like it. That's more like it. Welcome to typos and very unclean code. Okay. At least I think we found the box. We found the we do not only find it. Aha. Okay, good news, everybody. Something works. Bad news, everybody. Something doesn't. Anyone else thinks I'm off by one? No. Put the box again on another row. 4 was okay, but I need to put it on 4 here then. For that to work. And let's play around with this to find out what I did wrong. Okay. That works, doesn't. Does it? Does it a weird thing? I need to... The world needs to forget that there is a box, and the new place in the world needs to know that there is a box. So... The world... Back... At... New call... New... row... That box is non-existent now. And at world overcall overrow, there is now box, new box. Temp box. Temp box. Temp box, temp box. Yeehaw. Now. Clear. Reset. Load. Yeah. Alright. Amazing. Not so amazing. Let's say it kind of works, right? Now, box, 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 yeah. Then here it says it can't go there. Why can't you go there? Is that a... Like, it goes to found box, which is fine. So, found box, nah, I'll leave you in. Let me print, print over row, then this, and then I'll print world. Found it, found it, found it. That should solve the problem. This should solve the problem. Okay. Does not solve the problem that if that doesn't work, I need an else in which I return. Because that works means it doesn't work that I move. Okay. Now clear. Load the game and run it. Great. Clear. Run. I also push it somewhere else. Does it work with the walls? Yeah, that works. I think we're basically done. Only thing that's left is checking if all the boxes, if there are places on there where we need to put the boxes. And then check for a win state and make some levels. And maybe add in a reset somehow. But the most basic amount of game should be done soon. Because now what I need now is the place where I want to bring the box. So where did I create my world? Set up the world. Here I make a then say world at let's say 9 for now. I will need to create a level later as well. I do not do I need to support this? I don't support it, and this is my version of Sokoban now. It doesn't do it, and I think the original doesn't do it either. But for now, I think I just don't allow pushing a row. But that's a good thing to check actually. I could just create another box. Put that one right next to that box. And then we say in world extend box 2. Just because I'm now curious how it actually works. It's not actually that complicated, it's just a little bit stupid because you then need to go and find if there is a free space on the last one. I think it would be doable. Sounds actually quite a fun game, but I think it does actually not exist in the old school Sokoban. Okay, no, I can just not push it in that case, which I think is for this scope expected behavior. Now you made me think about how I would solve that problem actually. But it would not be that hard. Just need to go and find the nearest free space and say if there is one or not. Could then have like strength pickups that increase the number of boxes that you can carry at once and stuff like that. Could be fun. Okay, now we have 2 boxes. It makes the game way better. And I wanted to have a winning tile as well. That one we put at 9. Dot type equals 1. And then we need a winning sprite as well. So relaunch a sprite. And for now, I don't know. Give me a good brush and say does this work? Export goal cell.png. Export this. And well, if I don't figure out how to cram it down into a one-page game, we at least have a new entry for MiniMicro mini games, right? Where are you? Where is my render function? There is my render function. For yeah, if it is. Okay. Okay. So we have boxes, we have walls. Now, as we say, go to new game sprite. Goal.image. Find load image. What did I call it? Goal cell. .png. And this is again the same function, so that means that can probably go into the game sprite, right? Can just say game sprite.init. It's a function that does exactly this. And then we get rid of it here and everywhere. Okay. So I think this we can do in an else if, because we don't have a switch anywhere, right? In this case, temp goal equals new goal. Temp goal equals order. Temp goal row equals row. And temp goal.init. And if is this still correct code? Let's load the game and start. Okay. Now, interesting. I would like to have the boxes after the world. Which setup world? Where do I render the world? I think I can just render the world right after setup world. And then I do not have the layer problems anymore. Also, thank you debug message for your service. I do not longer need you. No. No. Ugly. But then at the same time, it's actually could serve the purpose of me knowing that there is something behind there. So could be worse. Okay. Then let's check for win. Render the world. Cool. This is all cool. Check. Check win is a function. Now we'll take the world. I will probably refactor that at some point because it doesn't actually matter. I can just have the world as a constant and have everybody find the world that way, because I think I can actually do that. So having an argument there, and not that important. So then where do I have my whole world thing? I have it here. Okay. Okay. And then I'll say if world at color and row dot type equals 1 and world call dot row call row dot box equals null. Then I return false. And in the end here I just return true. This should check for my win condition if all the goal tiles have a box on it. And now what I can do is I have my game loop here, right? Okay. So every time I do something, I change if check win. Check win, check win. Did I call it that? Yes, check win. World. Then print you won. Congratulations. Or actually, then I just break out here. And then I print that. You won. Congratulations. And that I do only if check win. And I do a clear before that. Let's have a look. Have a look at this, everybody. This could be it. This could be how this game actually works. Where are you, MiniMicro? Here you are. Load game run, and there is something wrong. If then maybe I confused it. Yes, I confused it. Now, does this work? In undefined identifier. Yeah, that's wrong. So I even managed to win. Yay! Works. 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 Now, who has a Sokoban level? I can get rid of a box. Oh no. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, here we are. And we won. Alright, it works. The game is done. Basically. I mean, of course, now what I should do, or what I could do, is design levels and add all of them, of those in there, but the, at least like my core game with all the mechanics is done, and I think for a one-page jam that's enough. I will want to make a better level for that, but it's a little bit too late for me to create the level. I will also compress down the code so that... How many lines do I get? 25 or something? That will be brutal. But I mean, other than that, why do you want me to log into GitHub? Just don't want to live share anything. Leave me be. Leave me be. Okay, so some better graphics, a better level. And this is a perfectly serviceable game. I guess I could also push all of it into one function that runs and have a reset button. Because right now I can also lose the game by not doing it correctly. But I'm glad that worked. Okay. I don't know, everything else I don't really want to do. That I would need to do it to make it ready to give it to you. So what I will do now is push this into my source control thing. Finish gameplay. Great commit messages. I know. Push it up there. And tomorrow I'll see to make it ready that it is an actual jam entry and not just a 132 line Sokoban. But that's it. Anybody wants the source code, just write me, I can share it with you. I think I put it on GitHub, maybe I put it on GitLab, I don't know. But I will definitely share it after the jam with everybody. Like, I'll share a clean version and I'll share the condensed version. Okay, then thank you for watching.